Hello friends, welcome to my channel Botanical Study. Today we will discuss about seed dormancy. The topic seed dormancy is divided into following subpoints: introduction of seed, concept of seed dormancy, significance of seed dormancy, types of seed dormancy, causes of seed dormancy, and finally methods of breaking seed dormancy. So let us study first about the seed. Seed is an embryonic plant enclosed in a protective outer covering of fruit. The formation of seed is part of the process of reproduction in flowering plants, including the gymnosperm and angiosperm plants. Seed gives nourishment for the development of embryo. Seed disperse to a new location and show dormancy during unfavorable conditions. In angiosperm, the process of seed development begins with double fertilization. Seeds are the product of ripened ovule. After pollination and fertilization within the mother plant, seed consists of three distinct parts: the embryo developed from the zygote, the endosperm with triploid nuclei, the seed coat developed from the integument of the ovule. The main component of the embryo are cotyledons, epicotyle, plumule, hypocotyle, and radicle. The cotyledons or the seed leaves are attached to the embryonic axis. They may be monocotyledons or dicotyledons. The cotyledons are also the source of nutrients in the non-endospermic dicotyledons. In that case, they replace the endosperm and become thick and leathery. In endospermic seed, the cotyledons are thin and papery. Dicotyledons have the points of attachment opposite one another on the axis. The epicotyle is embryonic axis above the point of attachment of the cotyledons. The plumule is the tip of epicotyle and has a feathery appearance due to the presence of young leaf primordia at the apex and will become the shoot upon germination. The hypocotyle is the embryonic axis below the point of attachment of the cotyledons. Connecting the epicotyle and the radicle begins the stem root transition zone. The radicle is the basal tip of hypocotyle, grows into the primary root. The monocotyledonous plants have two additional structures in the form of sheaths. The plumule is covered with a coleoptile that forms the first leaf, while the radicle is covered with a coleorhiza that converts the primary root, and the adventitious root forms the sides. Here the hypocotyle is the rudimentary axis between radicle and plumule. The seeds of corn are constructed with these structures: pericarp scutellum, that is single large cotyledon that absorbs nutrients from the endosperm. Plumule, radicle, coleoptile, and coleorhiza. These last two structures are the sheath-like and encloses the plumule and radicle, acting as a protective covering. Seed coat. The seed coat develops from the two integuments or outer layer of cell of the ovule, which derives from tissue from the mother plant. The inner integument forms the tegmen and the outer forms the testa. Seed dormancy. Let us study what is seed dormancy. The seed acts as a starting organ in the life cycle of higher plants. Seed germinate to produce seedling. Later on, develops into mature plant under proper environmental conditions. In several species like in bean, pea, maize, seeds germinate as soon as they have undergone maturation and provided proper conditions for germination. In some species like mangroves, the seeds may germinate while being attached to the parent plant or enclosed inside the fruit. In many species, seeds are incapable of germinating because of some inhibitory factors. Such seeds, even placed under suitable environment of germination, are unable to germinate. This is called process of seed dormancy. Failure of seeds to germinate in favorable condition is the dormancy. It is the ability of seed to retain viability for prolonged period without germination. In that stage, germination is temporarily suspended. This is considered as an important adaptive property of the plant. Significance of seed dormancy. Dormancy in plants is both useful and harmful to man. Cereal grains have temporary dormancy, which is helpful for their harvesting, dry storage, and as a source of food. In the absence of dormancy, these seeds were likely to germinate in the field and experience unfavorable conditions. Seeds of several weeds remain dormant for many years and are as a source of nuisance to the farmers. In the survival of this species, dormancy has a great advantage, especially in the areas having well-marked seasonal changes and where the winter and summer are of drastic types. In several of the alpine and temperate species, bud and seed dormancy is initiated with the beginning of winter, and this process helps the plant species to tide over adverse winter conditions without any damage. Similarly, in deserts, most annual species have their seed dormant till sufficient rainfall occurs. The availability of rain water helps in the diffusion of inhibitors present in the seed coat of such species, and the germination is initiated. Seeds of several dormant species contains inhibitors. When the level of these inhibitors is brought down or promoter are enhanced, germination is initiated. The role of oxygen uptake in collaboration with high temperature is an important factor in causing seed dormancy. Types of seed dormancy. Harper in 1977 recognizes three types of seed dormancy. Innate dormancy. In this type of seed dormancy, the seeds are incapable of germination even if they are supplied with suitable conditions of seedling growth. This inability for germination of seed may be due to immature embryo at the time of dispersal. Enforced dormancy. In this type of seed dormancy, seeds which are incapable of germination due to adverse environmental conditions such as adequate amount of moisture, oxygen, light, and a suitable temperature. Induced dormancy. In this type of seed dormancy, the seeds absorbs water, but it has been placed under extremely unfavorable conditions for germination. Finally, seeds fail to germinate. Polygonum persicaria exhibits all three types of dormancy in the field. During its first year after dispersal, the seeds which are shed in autumn have an innate dormancy due to immature embryo. Seeds require an after ripening period. This innate dormancy prevents seed germination immediately. An enforced dormancy is imposed by low temperature during winter itself. The seeds are also failed to germinate in springs because of exposure to hot or dry conditions, which is an induced dormancy. This dormancy can only be broken by a second period of chilling. Thus, each dormancy type prevents germination under different set of unfavorable conditions. Causes of seed dormancy. Following are some of the causes of seed dormancy: light requirement, temperature, seed coat effect, immature embryo, and inhibitors. Let's study one by one the causes of seed dormancy. First, light requirement. Some seeds require a definite light treatment before their germination. Such seed possesses inhibitors, which are disintegrated by light. Seeds which respond to light are photoblastic. Light-sensitive seeds do not germinate in absence of light, whereas light-hard seeds do not germinate on the exposure of light. Temperature. Generally, the low temperature promotes and high temperature inhibits the germination. In the Indian desert, many wheat seeds must pass through very high temperature, that is 60 degree to 70 degree Celsius of sand in day, and at the same time low temperature, that is 5 degree 10 degree Celsius at night, before they are stimulated for germination. In seeds of many plant species, pre-treatment with low temperature quickens germination, whereas high temperature inhibits their germination. Seed coat effect. Dormancy in some seeds is due to occurrence of hard seed coat. The hard seed coat is impermeable to water and oxygen. Once removed the hard seed coat, seeds start germinating. Immature embryo. In Ranunculus and some members of Orchidaceae, Dormancy is due to immature embryos. In these species, the embryos are incompletely developed when the seeds are shed. In such cases, embryos require after ripening period for maturation. Inhibitors. Seeds of some species may contain inhibitors, which act as a germination inhibitors. These inhibitors may be located in the seed coat, glumes, or some parts of the fruit, endosperm, embryo, etc. Coumarin, para-ascorbic acid, etc. are the some of the very common inhibitors that delay germination process. On the contrary, KNO3, kinetin, and GA counteracts these inhibitors and promote seed germination. Methods of breaking seed dormancy: mechanical scarification, chemical scarification, high oxygen pressure, immature embryo, application of chemicals. These are the some methods of breaking seed dormancy. Let us study one by one. First, mechanical scarification. Seeds having very hard seed coat, when scratched with some abrasive material, softens the coat and makes it pervious to water. Chemical scarification. Dipping of seeds in strong acids like H2SO4 or some organic solvent, for example acetone, alcohol, or even dipping in boiling water break the dormancy by weakening the hard seed coat. In some instances, seeds subjected to high oxygen pressure also germinates. Immature embryo dormancy may be broken when embryos are allowed to complete their development through the application of some chemicals like potassium nitrate, gibberellins, kinetin, cyanide, azide, thiourea, etc. Seed germination can be induced. This is all about seed dormancy. Thank you very much for watching this video.
Missing someone